Okay, what's up guys? Dark Plaguey is here. In this video, I'm gonna show you why intellect and recovery is just not the most important thing in Crucible right now. All these YouTubers are saying this because they want to distract you away from their true builds. Yeah, they show you recovery and intellect builds all the time, but honestly, you see them dying a lot because they couldn't get to cover fast enough, or they just couldn't win their firefights one-on-one. PC is way different from console. This is a console build, not a PC build. Alright, so let's get into the build, shall we? Alright, so I see a lot of YouTubers posting about recovery and intellect, recovery and intellect, recovery and intellect, recovery is life, recovery is life. Okay. I'm going to show you how to appropriately tighten. Alright? It is not recovery and intellect. When you get your super, you get your super regardless. And with this build, it's going to guarantee that you do get a super. And you're going to wreck with it. Okay? So, I'm using Bottom Tree Striker. I like the lightning grenade, but sometimes I use the flashbang. I like the full wall, obviously. Strafe lift. Okay. Frontal assault. Striking an enemy with this melee ability to reload your weapon and increase both your weapon stability and weapon damage. Okay. Knockout. Critically wounding an enemy or breaking their shield increases your melee range and damage. Destroying an enemy with Fist of Havoc extends its duration. Melee kills immediately trigger health regeneration. Okay. Alright. Sorry. This ain't gonna be under a minute video. Okay? This is gonna be a few minutes. But Shiro's Regime. Half mag, bonus damage, regens health. Masterwork it, you'll proc that sooner. But if you're really worried about recovery, throw on a freaking Crimson, dude. That will guarantee you win the health that you're also worried about spending numbers on. Felwinter's Lie, Fallen Guillotine. Okay? But this is the trick, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? If you're gonna appropriately tighten, Titans are all about moving, being a tank, and punching things. They are not squishy hunters. They are not grenade throwing, discipline, throw rift up. They're not warlocks. They're not hunters. They do not perform or maneuver or do anything that a hunter and a warlock is supposed to do. They are supposed to run in, headstrong, punch it till it dies, because that's how you build it. I'm running an 84, 105, 105 setup. All them other three numbers does not matter. Them three numbers do not matter. 44, 32, 29, that shit does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, after 80 resilience, you're kind of wasting your no. At 100 resilience, I have 13% more shields than anybody else in that lobby that's not running 100 resilience, okay? And this is what I'm going to explain to you why I run 100 resilience. What is the point of having that recovery if you're dead before you can use it? 100 resilience guarantees you will win 13% of the time, will win that firefight against somebody that does not have the resilience you have, okay? They cannot recover if they are dead, okay? You understand? You with me? You with me here? 105 resilience ensures that I can take a shoulder charge, get sniped but not die. I have seen myself take 2 sentinel shields and not die. Being thrown at me, not die. Okay? And I punched him and killed him after I Felwintered him. Okay? That's because the resilience. I have 13% more shields than the average person in that lobby does. Okay? Everybody else is running recovery, and it takes less time for me to cut through their shield because they are not resilient to damage. What is the point of recovery if you're dead before you can get out of your firefight, win your firefight, or run away from your firefight? There's no point to that recovery. And if you're worried about recovery, Shiros Regime will ensure that you somewhat heal. But if you want the guarantee, Crimson, okay, ladies and gentlemen, Crimson or Shiros Regime will guarantee that you will get healed at the end of your firefight, which means you are now back to full shields. You're now 13% resilient, more than the average player in trials, elimination, gambit, because light level advantages is enabled in Gambit, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people don't know that, but it's a level advantage game mode, Prime. It is. And having these shields makes it to where you don't get one shot, really. It's hard to one shot a 100 resilient Titan. It guarantees me to win the firefight, or at least survive long enough to get a heal from my firefight, which is usually I'm winning the firefight because I have more shields to cut through than they do. Alright, we're done with this subject. More shields means you're going to guarantee that one-on-one, sometimes that one-on-two. Now, the reason I'm running 105 strength, I have nowhere else to put that 5. If we could do increments of 5, I would put these two increments of 5 on that 84 up there on the mobility to give myself 100 mobility. That way I'm at a 100, 100, 100. But the reason I run the strength is because who doesn't like having a charged melee on a bottom tree striker Titan? That frontal assault is gross. That is gross. It is so good. But also, one more thing about the resilience. Look at my class ability cooldown at 100. Every 14 seconds, I'm throwing up a shield. I'm throwing up a barrier wall. Every 14 seconds, I'm able to do that. That is disgusting. To be able to block off a door, a lane, a sniper route, anything like that, every 14 seconds ensures I'll capture the point. It's just 100 resilience is life, not 100 recovery, dude. Okay, just stay with me on this. And the other reason strength, 100 strength, is obviously frontal assault, having that melee. Melee kills trigger health regeneration. If I'm able to kill you every 32 seconds with a melee, I'm not dying. Okay? Who needs recovery when I can just punch something every 32 seconds? It only takes me 14 seconds to hide behind a barrier. Oh, he's gonna try to go around my barrier. I walk through my barrier and shotgun him. Problem solved, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, all these YouTubers are distracting you from the real shit. Recovery and intellect is not where it's at. Yes, having your super every 3 minutes is great, but with a build that can survive damage, you're gonna get to that super just as fast as your homie who's running 100 recovery, laying on the ground not charging a super. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not charging a super if you're laying on the ground dead. So you can have that intellect as high as you want, but in the end, you're only 1 minute faster than me, but you're always on the ground struggling because you did not recover fast enough, or you could not win your firefight because you were not strong enough to take the DPS to outgun them. Okay? 100 recovery is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in a game. You can't recover if you're laying on the ground dead. Intellect. Your super is going to come. The more you kill, the more you're able to survive and kill, the faster you're going to get to that super, because you get super energy for killing. Okay? Regardless. Recovery and intellect is not what you want. Okay? I'm telling you, it's not the proper way to Titan. Titans are tanks. They are meant to be beefy ass tanks. They are meant to lay down the law. They aren't meant to hide behind the shadows like a hunter. They are not meant to sit in a rift and wait for life to charge back up, because no, they're not. They run in and they lay the fucking law down, okay? Titans are mobility, resilience, and strength. I have gone toe to toe with high recovery Titans, high intellect Titans, and in the end, I'm winning the firefight every time, because they are dead before they can get away, hide. They are waiting 30, 40 seconds for a barrier to pop up. I am here popping a barrier every 14 seconds. That controls sniper lanes. That controls capture zones. That is a big deal. That is a big, big deal.
Yes,
Yeah, guess who? Death's at the door. Plague out.